For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check out g2a.com, and if you need any Ultimate Team coins, then head over to FIFA. The code CHES will get you a discount on both sites, and all links are down below. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 30 of the Atletico Madrid Career Mode series here on FIFA 15. We're now out of the transfer window, so we're back up to 3 games an episode and full-length videos once again. If you missed any of the transfer window episodes, then check the channel page and the playlist for them, and you can fully catch up on all of the business we did in this window. We did sign a lot of players. We signed loads of players in the January previous, and we've continued that vein. Or continued in that vein in this particular summer transfer window just gone. We've brought in a lot of new players, four of which in fact start in today's starting lineup against Real Betis. Asmir Begovic in goal with Nathaniel Klein at right back. Of course, we've got Roberto Soldado up top and Ayman Abdennour at centre back as well. So it's a mismatched team of players that are used to playing for the club and players that are new. But I wanted to test them out here. We actually got off to a fantastic start, but it wasn't a new player that did it. It was our captain. Fantastic. The old man of the side, Gabby, giving us a 1-0 lead with a beautiful free kick, similar to Luis Suarez's yesterday, actually. And Soldado's racing away here, trying to pick up an assist on his debut. Unfortunately, though, Koke gets wiped out by the goalkeeper and he can't quite sweep that home. But Betis really weren't too much of a challenge in this first half. As you can see, we're pushing forward again. Koke involved for a second time. On his own this time, it turns inside the defender, and a wonderful sweat finish into the far bottom corner gives us a 2-0 lead, making up for that missed chance earlier on. In fact, if anything, the chance earlier was probably a lot easier, but this time it did it all solo. Lovely step inside the man and a good finish. And it actually, Koke's been stepping up this season with, of course, Alessio Cerci being rumoured to be leaving the club plenty of times during the window. But it wasn't really a case of whether Betis were going to get themselves back in it. It was more a case of how many goals we were going to score. As you saw, they had a chance there, and that was probably their best chance of the entire game. Again, Soldado and Koke linking up. Another brilliant step over from Koke. Splits 2 defenders, races away, and a clinical finish gives us a 3-0 lead in the 66th minute. And again, he did it all solo. He doesn't appear to be the sort of player that has these one-touch finishes. He just seems to create something out of nothing, and that's one of the best goals we've scored in this series to date. And I'm pleased to say we got all 3 points for the first time in this second season. Prior to this game, of course, we were sat 19th in the league after the opening 3 games, but now we're starting to pick up points. The question is, can we get a good start to the season in the Champions League to counteract our average start to the season in La Liga? We start against Borussia Mönchengladbach, who are amongst the other 3 teams in our side, in our group rather, that contain Zenit St. Petersburg and Ajax. So it's a group that we really could top at the end of all 6 games, but we're going to have to play at our absolute best if we want to do so. A couple of rotation players in there, as you can see. Mateo Kovacic at centre mid, Nathaniel Klein now playing at left back because Sequeira was a little bit tired, and we've got Oliver Torres out wide on the left. I'm still testing him out. I don't know whether he suits my style of play, and I really don't know what to do with him in the future. But as you can see, they're starting a kind of offset 4-4-1-1 with, is it Maximiliano Cruz? I think that's his name, up top. And Rafael sat behind him. Rafael, obviously a very, very good player. He picked up a Team of the Season card last year. Indeed, it is Max Cruz. I just checked on Foothead whilst I was in mid-commentary. But as you can see, they had the first chance. Fortunately for us, though, it was missed. But Cerci cutting inside there onto his favoured left foot and then cutting back again onto his right, and had that stayed on his left, he probably would have put that into the back of the net, but sadly pulls it wide of that far post, and we stay at 0-0. And then, as you see, we're 10 minutes from half time, and you'll probably be able to tell from the title of the video, there was going to be a 5-minute explosion. Rafael scores a great goal here, running around the outside of mid defenders before rifling the ball into the top left corner with the outside of his right foot in the 38th minute. We're still straight from kick-off here. Alessio Cerci is going to push forward, finds a nice little ball into Mario Suarez, who gets a good turn on the defender, finds Gonzalo Higuain, who in turn gets a good turn on another defender. Kind of does really badly with the initial shot, but then bundles the ball over the line at the second attempt to bring us back on level terms literally 80 seconds after we've conceded the first goal. Straight from kickoff after that, though, they went and won themselves a corner. They're going to play it short here. Traore plays it into Xhaka, who squares it into the box. Moya wins the initial aerial battle with a punch, but he punches it only as far as an opposition player, and he slots it into the empty net. None of the two defenders in between man or ball and goal were able to get in the way of it, and we find ourselves pegged back again, and it's 2-1 now to Borussia Mönchengladbach. But Alessio Cerci races through, and how is that first touch from Gonzalo Higuain? In the space of 6 minutes, it's gone from 0-0 to 2-2. Incredible scenes. Cerci with a great ball inside, and that first touch from Higuain to bring it back from behind him with the outside of his ankle is just absolutely sublime. I was just mesmerised by that, and delighted to have been able to get ourselves back on level terms at 2-2. However, as we head into the second half, as you can see, Xhaka makes it 3-2 to Mönchengladbach, bringing the ball around after a knockdown from his teammate from the corner. So I made a couple of changes. Eric Lamela and Saul coming onto the pitch for Oliver Torres, and Mateo Kovacic, I think, was the midfielder I took off as well. And they're actually going to link up here. Nathaniel Klein takes the throw in, finds Saul, obviously freshly onto the pitch, who's going to dupe the defender one way and then back the other before playing it into his fellow substitute Lamela, who in turn dupes that defender, and then a great finish actually on his right foot, not his left, to bring us back on level terms yet again at 3-3. So it's just unbelievable so far, this game. It's 3-3 and there's still time for more goals. Abdennour somehow loses out in a battle of strength with Max Cruz, squares it to Mlapa, and we find ourselves 4-3 down in the 87th minute. I read that ball across, but I just couldn't commit to reading the ball across, because then it would have opened the space up at the near post. I was caught in a catch-22. If I closed the man down, then he squared it across like he did to Mlapa. But if I closed Mlapa down, he would have just raced on and scored anyway. So it was really, really frustrating for me. But as you can see, they scored from every single shot they had on target. We had more chances, the same amount of possession, but they were just clinical. Every single shot they had on target went into the back of the net, and we only scored 50% of all of our on-target shots. As you saw, 3 goals from 6 on target, 8 in total. So a real one-off in that respect for that particular game, but a weird way to start the Champions League this season. But at least we have the group in which, or the sort of group in which we can recover quite well. But as you can see, we're playing Villarreal in this third game of the episode. A side, again, that haven't really had the best of starts to the season, and both sides will be hoping to actually get a good win on the board here. Again, Begovic in goal, kept a clean sheet against Betis, so I thought I'd try him again for the La Liga games, especially considering Miguel Moya conceded 4 against Borussia Mönchengladbach, and they have a former goalkeeper of ours in goal as well, in the shape of Sergio Asenjo. They also have Aquino out wide right, who's on loan from us right now, and Christian Rodriguez out on the left hand side, who they bought from us in January. So they have 3 ex-players of ours in their starting lineup, and we've got some new players in our starting lineup as well. But we drew a good save out the goalkeeper there. Decent shot from distance from Diego Godin. Doesn't score many goals for us in this series, although he is quite a bit of a goal scorer in real life, although more so from corners than anything else. But Gabby's going to get the turn on the man here. Scores from set pieces more often than not, penalties and free kicks, and that is exactly why. Not really quite able to convert the open play chances. But we are going to find ourselves on the back foot here. Pina plays it into Vieto, gets it to Christian Rodriguez, who finds Aquino, the 2 former Atleti players linking up, although I guess Aquino technically is still my player, he's just on loan, but you know what I mean. Drawing a good save out of the goalkeeper, and we stay at 0-0. Then the ball's given away there. Really sloppy pass from me. Vieto finds Chiqueros, who finds Uche, turns his side really well. Begovic with a great first save and an unbelievable second save to keep them out. Asmir Begovic is fast becoming my new number 1 goalkeeper, not only a replacement for Jana Black, but perhaps a replacement in the first team for Miguel Moya as well. Antoine Griezmann has that first shot well blocked, does really well to get back up and keep the move alive, and then Sergio Asenjo absolutely pulls out a top save to deny Mario Suarez giving us the lead. But Suarez isn't deterred, breaks into the box here, cuts inside, and another world-class save from Asenjo to keep us out. How he's got the reactions to get that around the post, I have absolutely no idea. But Antoine Griezmann's going to square it into the box from the corner. This time they can do nothing about it. A bullet header from Miranda, doesn't score that many goals for us, but from the corner, a wonderful bullet power header. we finally have ourselves a 1-0 lead and are in the driving seat for this tie. But Mario Gaspar's in the box here, and I always panic whenever there's so many men in the box because I just know that an instance like that is going to crop its ugly head. I'm not the best at defending, and I try and jockey in the box until the ball appears to be attainable, and then I just go for a tackle, which is the only way I feel that I can do it. It was a heavy touch by Quinho, but he turned inside. I was expecting him to go down the line or at least just get it under control, and unfortunately mistimed the challenge with Sequeira. However, Vieto mistimed his penalty, put it over onto the bar, and then unfortunately for them, Christian Rodriguez on the follow-up, our former player, heads over the bar entirely, and we stay at 1-0. And as you might expect, they pushed no end for an equaliser after that, but Soldado's going to catch them on a counter-attack, turns inside the man, sets himself and scores his first goal for the club. And you can see how delighted he is at scoring that goal, absolutely jubilant, racing away, waving his arms all over the place. It's Atleti 2, Villarreal 0, and we've sealed all 3 points for back-to-back La Liga games. Would have preferred all 3 points in the Champions League as well, but considering the nature of that game, I think we can just about let ourselves off for that one, and we'll try better next time out. But we've gone from 19th to 8th in the shape, or in the space of 3 games, so we're definitely within touching distance of the Champions League spots, definitely within touching distance of the top of the league, which is of course where the board want us to finish this season. But that's going to bring today's episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like, as always, if you enjoyed. That would be very much appreciated. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already. There's plenty of FIFA videos on this channel for you, 2 every single day of the week, 14 videos a week, 3 different series. This one, the Chelsea Career Mode series, and a My Player series, which of course was uploaded earlier on this afternoon as well. So check the channel page for anything you may have missed. Drop this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check the links in the description to my Instagram, Facebook, and most importantly my Twitter. And I'll see you next time.